Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. I appreciate you joining me. We have a really cool show for you today, so let's get started. I am taking you inside of Aroma Pizza and hopping behind the counter with the owner to learn how to make their infamous dishes. From their authentic pizzas to a grinder sandwich and their mega sausage roll, flour was going everywhere, but we had so much fun. Are you ready? Viva la pizza!
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Aroma Pizza. We're taking a step back in time and visiting a pizzeria that was established back in the 1980s here in Fort Wayne. And get this, the owner now was 11 years old when he was working behind the counter. I'm gonna chat with him, meet his mother, and I'm gonna hop behind the pizzeria bar and make up some of their specialties. Are you ready? Let's do it. Joining me now is Sean Beiswanger, who is the owner of the second generational company, Aroma Pizza. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. First off, the name, of course, gives you the vibes of the aroma that's coming through here.
Yes, yeah, you can definitely smell it when you're going down the neighborhood.
Yes. Okay,
Yep.
So good pizza, homemade. You guys have so much history in this neighborhood, in this town. So let's start off by sharing about Aroma Pizza.
So it was founded in 1965, and my mother, Carol Beiswanger, she took ownership in the 80s, and we operated until the 90s. We were closed for 20 years. A friend of mine decided like maybe we just try it. We weren't sure how it would be perceived.
Yes.
And we reopened in 2018, and the rest has been history ever since. So.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
awesome. And I love the fact that the roots were already established and planted so long ago, but then you took it on as an adult to own it, but really it's because you had the experience as a child. So share with me how you got started working here.
Absolutely. If we didn't learn how to do the basics and have the stuff when we were as an early age, we would have never been able to like take this on.
Yeah.
This was in our roots. We did it from early childhood into early adulthood, and if this location it had to be at this location because this is where it's always been. So when the location came available, it just made it that more comforting to know this is the original spot. So there was a lot of nerves. We weren't sure how it'd be perceived because everybody, was questioning if we were the real deal or is it going to be the same. And I assure you, we don't know any other way to make pizza. So this is the way we do it, and it's the Aroma Pizza way.
It's the Aroma Pizza way, and you have some specialties, which is pizza, grinders, and rolls. Did I get it?
Yes, you did. Yep. We still make our sausage in-house, so we got our ground pork from Didier's Meat locally. We make it up and we grind it up, and you can see some footage of that in a little bit. But still slice our own cheese, grind our own cheese, Aussie and ham, the way that we've always done it, and the only way we know how to do it. We haven't changed a thing. So.
I love that. And so we're actually going to make a couple of the dishes here, and I'm going to get my hands into the pot to really see how you make this homemade pizza. But you also have a style to it, which is from Chicago.
Yeah.
So give me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I would like to say this is the original Chicago style, where it's more like a Sicilian, and before Pizzeria Uno with the thick Giordano's type pizza. If you go up to Chicago and you ask Chicago people what they normally traditionally like thin crust, a lot of toppings. You can call it a bar pizza, but that's the way we like to make our pizza. We've tried thicker crust. Customers there's other places for that. It's just this is the way that we've always made it, and we're gonna stick to it. So.
All right, well next up, let's put on an apron and just really hop in and make some pizza. We're gonna make a grinder, and we're going to make the roll.
Sausage rolls, yeah.
And we're gonna see how it's done. And then a little bit later, I'll be able to talk to Miss Carol herself to hear about the history and the foundation of Aroma Pizza. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, I am so excited. I'm about to learn how to make some specialty pizzas at Aroma Pizza. And Sean, you're gonna teach me?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So we're gonna start off with the dough, and you told me how to make it, so let's see if I can do it.
Yep.
Okay, so we start off by grabbing the dough.
Yep, you wanna dredge it in a bunch of flour. That's good.
You said flour is our friend?
Flour is your friend, yep.
Okay.
And
so
push the green button to turn on the dough sheeter. This is called a dough sheeter. We sheet our dough. We've always done that way.
Drop it through the top.
Yep, and see if it's good. You spin it.
And then
180.
spin it.
Yeah, or 90 degrees.
And I'm stretching it a little bit?
Nope, just spin it and send it through. The machine will stretch it out for you.
Okay, just spin it and then send it back up.
Nope.
Not there?
Nope, the bottom.
The bottom.
Yep, there you go.
Send it back up. Oh, that's where it came from.
Oh, and then you got to catch it on the bottom.
Oh. Okay.
And you're gonna slap out the flour a little bit.
Slap out the flour.
And then we'll put it on the pan here.
Alrighty. Set that here, and then I saw you
And you kind of shape it out to the right size. Yep.
Okay. A little bit over there. Is that pretty good?
That's pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna do another one for that one.
They don't always come out like circles. So
we're gonna do this again. So
yes.
We have our dough.
Flour's your friend.
Flour's our friend. Pat it down like that, get it nice and covered. And then I'm gonna take it through the top.
Yep, and then
drop it, catch it.
And then get your hand, when you send it through, you get your hands ready to catch it out the bottom.
Okay, make sure it's nice and doughed. Put it back through and get ready down here.
Yep, there you go. Good job.
Catch it, yes. Pat the flour out like that. Bring it over here. Look at this, guys. I'm a professional. I kind of want to throw it and do a little toss it.
We used to do that. We used to do that. We don't have time to do it now. On a busy rush, we got to get them out of here as quick as possible.
And then kind of stretch it. So is this more of a thin crust? Is this
so
a thicker crust?
For you, this will be a thicker crust.
Okay,
if you like double crust or you
perfect.
like thick crust, you can ask for extra crust.
Okay.
So and these ones are all extra crust. So.
All right, and you know it's official when I have flour all over the place. Okay, what's next, Sean?
All right, now we got to dock the dough. So we're going to take our docker. We want to perforate this so you don't get any of those bubbles.
Okay.
Yep. And leave yourself about an inch or so on the edge so you give it a little bit of crust. So it'll poof up around the edge, but not so much the outside.
Mine's sticking a little bit.
Remember, flour is your friend,
Oh,
Jessica.
not enough flour. Okay, and then dock it.
Yep, that's good.
So how about this? I want to make sure that my second one is docked real nice.
So smear that flour around.
Smear it.
Make sure you don't have any excess.
Yes.
There you go.
Like that.
Yep.
And then, look
how nice
now
that
it's dotting. And then
once
like
in the middle.
that.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. And now the topping. So
all of our pizzas come with base cheese.
Okay.
Right. So we slice our cheese back there. Mm-hmm. It's all blocked, 2% part skim mozzarella. So all of our pizzas come with a cheese base.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So all of the pizzas start with this as the base.
As a base cheese.
Oh,
yep. So depending on which pizza you have, and that's how we can get away with the thin crust.
Okay.
And your pizza doesn't get too soggy. Then it's time to sauce the pizza. It's our own special sauce.
Yes.
About 1.5 spoonfuls for these are mediums. These are medium-sized pizzas. So, and when we're training people, we always try to get them to go just to the edge. See how I'm spinning the plate here?
Yes.
Takes a little bit to get the technique down, but not a lot of sauce.
Okay. Say
A scoop and a half. Yep.
Scoop and a half.
Kind of start in the middle and spread it out to the edge, and use the side of the spoon to get yourself a nice edge.
Damn.
That looks really good.
Thank you. Am I hired?
I was like, when can you start, Jessica? You probably do the OG pepperoni.
Yes.
So you can.
So should we start with that?
You want to start with that?
Yes.
That's the
okay.
The pepperonis you're going to start and go all the way around with about a 1/4 inch overlap.
So we have to talk about this OG pepperoni pizza for a second. So this is a classic. Someone has to come in and order it by name to get it.
Yes. So this is the way we used to always make the pepperoni pizza. If you ordered it in the 80s and 90s, this is how it came.
Okay.
But with the new, nobody's seen it for 20 years. So when they come in and order pepperoni pizza, like, what's this? Where's the cheese? So we named this the OG or original pepperoni. So this will be only base cheese, as you saw, with overlapping pepperoni.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
So where do I start?
You have to start on the edge and do about a 1/4 inch overlay.
Okay, and am I fully covering the sauce?
Cover the sauce.
All right, that's it? That's it?
Yep, that's ready.
All
We're ready for the next one.
Yay! So we set
That's
this
the
up
original
to the side.
pepperoni.
And so we're gonna double team here. You have the everything. So
we're gonna do the everything, the supreme.
Yes,
and you're gonna create your own.
Okay, Jessica's custom pick. Let's do it. So toppings first or cheese first?
So we always put cheese on top.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have our base cheese, then the sauce, then the toppings.
All right. back, it looks like you're very generous with your toppings here.
Probably more than we should be, but yeah.
But that's how I like my pizza,
Yep.
so good to know.
I see you went for black olives instead of green.
Yeah. Oh, I do both.
Oh, both?
Yes,
Okay.
love both. Love jalapenos.
That is a
Some
lot of
banana
jalapenos,
pepper.
Jessica. You're gonna eat that? You ain't lying.
I
You like
am.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
and
gonna
then
be
this
hot.
pineapple.
That is pineapple too, yeah.
Yes, get a little sweet taste on it. Oh, this is gonna be so yummy. I'm so excited. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and now we're gonna start with the cheese on top.
Yeah.
And so you saw how we sliced our cheese back there. We also fine grade the cheese. So this is all block 2% part skim mozzarella.
Yes.
And I like to go around the edge first and start your
Okay.
edge just like your sauce. Kind of use your hand to guide it and go around the sides like this.
Nice. Okay. Is that good? Just a little bit more. Woo! Do
Yep.
a little boop, boop,
Yeah, a little
boop,
bit, yeah.
boom. A little salt bay.
Yep, right.
Cheese bay. Okay.
So there you go. There's our supreme, and that's your create your own.
And then the OG.
OG pepperoni, yep.
And now, time for the oven?
Yep.
All right.
So these are the original Blodgett pizza ovens from 1965.
Yes. Okay. So you just set
Just
it
set it right there, and then we'll slide them all the way back.
On
These
there.
cook on original pizza stones.
Ooh. Yes.
About 10 minutes or so, those will be ready.
Awesome. We did it.
Good job.
Yes.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
It is my pleasure now to speak with Ms. Carol Beiswanger, who's the former owner and mother of Sean. And you had this place and was running it throughout the 80s and 90s, and it's such a pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you.
So share with me a bit about your history and what made you decide to take over Aroma Pizza.
Well, I was a single mother and I had 7 children, and some of my children were already working here, and I had an opportunity to buy it, so I did. And 5 of my 7 children have started their first jobs here.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a place to work, and
Yeah.
I'm sure gained so much life experience.
Right,
Yes. And so at that time, when you speak about your children, I know that you were really involved in the foster care efforts
Right.
out here, and you took on a lot of kids inside of your home. So share with me about that.
Well, I've had 20 plus children in my
Wow.
home. Some I still have contact with. A gal that I call still my daughter, who I was did not formally adopt, lives across the street from me to this day, and she's a year older than my son Sean, and they were raised together.
You just had a heart. You just had a big heart to
I don't
bring
know
in
if it was-
these kids.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know if it's a hard, but I enjoyed it.
Well, you have to have a heart to give all that love to so many. I mean, over 20 foster kids.
And
It's a
some of
beautiful
them worked,
thing.
had their first jobs here also with my
Yeah.
own children, so.
That's beautiful. And so after that time span that kind of passed where the place shut down and became different restaurants, when your son decided to reopen it back in 2018, how did that make you feel?
Well, he had originally asked if I wanted to reopen it, and
Uh-huh.
I said no. So then he just took the initiative on his own and went with it, almost without my knowledge, until he asked me for the recipe.
Right. I love
Yeah.
that. And that's what's so important, because it's not a new place. It's not
No.
reinvented. You actually had all of the original
did.
recipes, so people can come in and get just home. They
Yeah.
get history here, which is so great.
And what's so nice is, Sean, there's young kids working here again, and
Yeah.
that's what I really enjoy seeing, where they can learn what how to work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how to work.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep, so next we're gonna do this as a sausage roll.
Oh, sausage roll. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
So again, we make our own sausage. So we are extremely biased, but we believe we still have the best sausage rolls in town. If you've never had a sausage roll, a lot of people call them calzones, but it's basically it's our crust made out into a football
Wow.
shape. And you got a base cheese again on the bottom, ground sausage, sauce, and then the cheese on top, and then got Travis here is gonna braid it into.
Wow, that looks like a hefty meal right there.
Yes.
As I said before, I love that you all are so generous with your
With
toppings
the toppings,
and
yep.
it's so filling.
Well, and we've had to raise our prices, obviously, because the cost of a lot of the stuff's gone
Yeah.
up. Most of our customers are understanding.
Oh, look at that technique.
Yeah.
And then it bakes.
Yeah, and then it'll go in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Uh-huh. Okay, Sean, next up we have our grinder.
Yep, this
So
is
tell me
our
all about it.
This is our Italian grinder. It comes with hot capicola and salami, green peppers and onions, and our mozzarella cheese
Okay.
with the Toronto French loaf bread.
Awesome. So where should I begin?
So grab your salami and then put it down one side. Gonna have about a half overlap. Yep.
Okay. Just like
That'll work.
that. Try to
Yep.
move it in a little
Kinda
bit.
Spread it down
Spread
a
it
little
out a little
Yep.
bit. Okay.
And then grab the salami or the
Ooh,
this is
look
the
at
hot
that.
capicola. And it is
That is
spicy.
beautiful. Nice
Little
and
spicy.
marbleized. We like it spicy.
Yep, it's cured. It's a cured capicola ham.
All right.
And then down one side we'll do green peppers, and
Okay.
the other side we'll do onions.
All right. Too many? Just enough?
That's a little more than what we normally would.
Okay.
We really want you to taste the meat. The meat's
Yes.
the meat's the showcase of this one.
Okay.
But
Like that?
peppers are cheap. And then we just put sliced cheese on top.
Okay, about how many?
I believe it's four slices. 4 slices of
Just
cheese,
down
like
the middle?
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody's showing me the 4 fingers. 4 slices.
All
And
right.
that's it. And then we just throw that in the oven, and it takes a
Oh.
couple minutes to cook.
All right.
So we offer a chicken club. We have a stromboli, Philly cheesesteak. We have several different kinds of grinders. Is what we call them.
Grinders. Okay,
Yep.
pretty big, hearty sandwich. I
Yes.
can't wait to taste it.
Here we go.
All right, let's pop it in.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
All right, we have labored in the kitchen. I have learned the secret famous recipes of
Yep,
Aroma
of the Aroma
Pizza.
Pizza, that's right.
And now the best part is the tasting, and I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the OG pizza itself, looking so yummy. We cut it up in a squared format.
Yep.
Right, and you say people can choose either way.
Yep, go for it. And I
Yes.
said the corners are the best.
All right, so let's see.
And just a reminder, there's that base cheese underneath. So there's those people that don't like a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
This is a pizza you can eat. It's actually with all the toppings. It's still a lean,
It is.
lighter pizza. You could eat the whole thing in a sitting if you wanted to.
That'll be a lot in
It's
a
a lot.
sitting.
Yep. But
But it's good. It's not too much, so the dairy thing isn't really a factor.
yeah,
Kind of gives you a little throwback flair. Remember having pizza parties as a kid?
yes.
All right, so the next pizza is Jessica's Custom Pizza.
This will be your create your own, where you can go on there. You can pick what toppings you want,
Yes.
and I think that
Ooh,
looks pretty good.
yummy. All right, here we go. I love a good toppings pizza. Like the flavor, oh my God, the meat is so soft. This custom ground
Yeah.
pork that y'all use, my goodness.
Our sausage, as I said, it's our own recipe. We make it in house. It changes the flavor profile of all of the food. You can't buy this stuff in.
Chef's kiss.
Yes.
Okay, so next we
Yep.
have the grinder and the sausage roll.
Sausage roll with our homemade sausage.
Hey, ooh, look at that.
You have a little bit of spice. The capicola is just a little spicy. Adds a little kick to it. And there's your fresh mozzarella cheese.
Yum, I like that. Okay, and then this here, tell us about this sausage.
And there's your sausage roll. You're going to get a shot of that.
Ooh,
Nice and steamy.
yes. Okay. Go.
I'm sorry. I said I like it with a little bit of barbecue sauce, just to dip the corner of it in it.
Such a mouthful.
Yeah.
This is my first sausage roll.
When I asked you if you about a sausage roll, and you look on your face, kind of gave it away. That, like, what's a sausage roll? It's like, well, It's a Fort Wayne thing. It really is. A lot of people call it a calzone, but it's a Fort Wayne. We call them sausage rolls. Yep.
Yes, okay. I'm like, this looks a little familiar to a calzone.
Yeah.
But this is filled, I mean, and honestly, like I said, the quality of your meat here is so delicious, so tender and juicy. This has to be the best.
That's what we like to hear.
Yes, okay. But before I leave, we have to talk about what's upcoming for you, right? So you have pasta that you're adding to the menu soon.
Yes, we've wanted to since the day we launched to have pasta as well. It's just been, trying to timing and staffing and whatnot. But we are very close to launching, and we're going to need some taste testers. So stay tuned to that. Follow us on Facebook, and we also have our food truck.
Yes, and your food truck is just around town, and you actually offer catering services for major events, right?
Yep, correct. You can contact us through Facebook. We do events, caterings, graduation parties, office, corporate events as well. So.
Okay. Great, yes. And so now it's time for Jessica's favorite pick, where I have to choose what my favorite item is.
Can't wait.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a hard one because all this stuff is so interesting and yummy and so unique. So we have, drum roll, ba-da-da-da-da-da. My favorite pick is going to be the Create Your Own pizza, the Jessica's Custom Pizza. So that will be my number one choice. And then if I had to choose a second, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be one of these options here because they're so unique with the sandwich and with a calzone or the sausage roll.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so you all can come and check out Aroma Pizza. We'll have their website listed below. Come say hi to Sean and enjoy the history and the unique flavors that they have to offer. We'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Aroma Pizza. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can always rewatch episodes of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com and also by downloading the WANE app. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Monday. Enjoy your week, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Viva la pizza!
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.